Hey friends, in my last video I showed you this Princess Irulan chainmail dress that I made from Dune Part 2. In today's video I would like to show you the behind the scenes of this photo shoot slash video shoot. It's pretty not glamorous compared to the final result, so hopefully you have fun watching what it was like behind the scenes. The reason I shot in Red Rock Canyon, Las Vegas is because I was actually going to fly to Vegas to be guesting at a con over there, and I thought that it would be a great opportunity to go shoot in the desert. Desert. I wanted to take pictures of the costume before going to the desert with it because I didn't want to damage it. But the problem is that I actually was done crafting this costume the night before I had to fly to the con. Let me know if you'd like me to make a detailed video about the making process. So here is me in my basement at 3 AM in the morning before my flight to Vegas was scheduled. And I took those pictures and videos just in case I damaged it in the desert. I still had I had pictures of the costume undamaged. And yes, I made Irulan hold a sword, which was kind of controversial. I made a whole video about it. But I thought that she was looking so cool with Anduril, which is a sword from the Lord of the Rings. Anyways, here's me after the photo shoot and packing all night. I haven't had like maybe an hour of sleep. Face of pain. My dog is waiting for me by the entrance. He can feel that I'm leaving. Time to go, so I'm dropping my dogs to the dog sitter and I'm going to the airport. Let's go. And after a couple hours flying from Canada, I'm in Las Vegas. And oh my god, do I look tired. You can tell I haven't slept. There are casino machines inside the airport, guys. That's crazy. And without any rest, I go straight to the convention center to set up my booth. I spent the next 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, doing my usual con guesting activities, which can include judging and hosting a cosplay contest. I can also meet my supporters and take pictures with them. I also usually do photo shoot there with my creative friends. And I also guest at official con after parties. It's a lot of fun. Let me know if you'd like to see an in-depth video on what it is to guest at a con as a professional cosplayer. After working at the con for 3 days, it was time on Monday morning to head out to the desert. I was already on very little sleep when I started this journey, and honestly after working at the con and going and guesting at the after parties, I had not slept that much over the last 4 days. But it's okay. Time to go get some nice pictures and videos. Yay! This was my first time seeing a Cybertruck in real life, and yeah, no comment. On the way to the location, I realized that I forgot all of these rings. So we just stopped in the middle of nowhere and got these at a random little shop, and then we kept driving out of Vegas to Red Rock Canyon, and as you can see, the scenery is slowly starting to change and it does live up to its name. The rocks do be red. A little bummed that we didn't have much time to actually go hike there, because I do love to hike, but we were kind of racing against the clock that day to get the best sunlight we could, and we had like maybe an hour or two left of the best sunlight when we arrived on location. Here is Egg Yuzu. I'm wearing a wig cap to protect my hair from the chainmail coif tugging on my hair. And look at the path and the scenery. This location was really breathtaking. Let's go scout for a nice spot. I have to tell you, it was pretty difficult to walk on this terrain. Irulan wears high heels in the movie, and I did buy silver colored heels, but it was impossible to wear at the location, which is why I'm barefoot in the clips that you'll see. And I just changed behind a big rock. Mind you, this is an actual hiking spot, so people were walking, but thankfully my friends were covering me changing. And then I had to put on the coif and everything behind a rock. A lot of people think that wearing metal in the desert you would feel like super hot, but it was quite the opposite actually. Because it does drain the heat out of your body and it was really windy. So I ended up freezing. We shot for like an hour, and at the end of the hour, I literally could not control my body. I was shaking so bad. It was really hard not to shake on camera. I was holding my whole body, and my body was really tense for days after that. And this is my special technique to drink water through the gills. I don't know how to call that. This is me walking from the changing spot to the actual shooting spot, and it was really hard to walk with the dress. It gets tangled in your feet, so my photographer had to hold my dress for me. And after this long journey, we finally made it to the spot. I took off the pants and took off the shoes, and yeah, it was time to shoot those footage. Literally 2 minutes into the shoot, I tripped over my dress while walking, and I completely ripped the side in half, which means that the rest of the entire shoot I had to hold the sides of my dress. Another very challenging moment was when I shot on this very tall rock. I actually had to climb on there with the dress on, which was really difficult because one, I had limited visibility and I almost tripped over the dress and almost fell. And as I have mentioned earlier, the biggest challenge was the cold. I was shivering so bad. It was really hard to hold my body still for the shots. Here are some cool photos that we took that day. Honestly, it was really hostile to take pictures in this environment, but I really think it was worth it, and I'm so glad at how good the pictures turned out. And it was time to say goodbye. It was over, the sun was setting down, the light was not optimal anymore, and I was shivering way too much, so it was time to go get some comfort food back in Vegas. As you can see, the sun was already set at the point, and it was time to go get some Giordano's deep dish pizza, which I had never tried before, so I really wanted to try what I was in Vegas, even though I usually don't eat anything like pizza. This thing was huge. It was honestly really good. I recommend you try if you get to go to Vegas. And here's a comparison with my face. We ate all of it. And I also had their tiramisu. I recommend. I had 2 of them after a deep dish pizza. And at that point, my work for the 4 days was over in Vegas. I had a little bit of time to go visit. My flight was the next morning, so I had like basically an hour left to visit a little bit. We went into this ride to see the whole city, and we got to see the sphere from there. Anyways, head back to the hotel and took my flight back home. Look at how happy my dog was when we got him back from the dog sitter. But that's my other dog. You haven't seen him because he's quite shy on camera, but my other dog name is Blue. So Blue and you, yeah, the next day we went on a walk. They were so happy. Blue is a rescue, and he's just the best dog ever. And here are some pictures of him cuddling with me after I came back. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Mwah.